Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am taking part in the DIY Mommy's Spring DIY and Decor Challenge, so you'll want to be sure to check out all the other videos that are on the playlist. I will link to those videos below in the description. Okay, so let's get started with this DIY. I'm using this tobacco basket I purchased on clearance a while back as my inspiration piece today. So I'm taking some lamb's ear and peonies that I bought at Hobby Lobby, and I have wrapped them already in floral wire, as you can see, and I will be putting these and attaching these to the tobacco basket. I have some ties that I use at Christmas time to tie up my decorations. They don't scratch your furniture or your posts or anything like that. They have notches, and then they have a hole on the end to slip those notches through. So I'm going to use these to secure the floral to the tobacco basket today because they're clear and you won't see them. You could use floral wire or twine or whatever you have on hand to secure your florals to the tobacco basket. I've chosen to use these. And then I'm just going to tuck it in the back, kind of out of sight so that you can't see it. And also the notch on the end there, I'm going to just kind of move that inside the tobacco basket so that it doesn't rub up against the wall and make an uneven look to the finished product when I'm done with it. So I'm going to finish this side, and then I'm going to do the other side and secure that also. So as you can see, I've secured both sides, and that's pretty sturdy for holding that up now. So now I'm going to take these beads that I made ahead of time. The beads I got from Amazon, they're smaller, and I took some floral wire, and I wanted it on the floral wire so it had some sturdiness and some flexibility to it. I put some tassels on the end of it that I found at Hobby Lobby, some smaller ones. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to wrap it around the center because I kind of want it to be the piece that looks like it's tying the florals together. I probably should have done this before I secured my floral to the tobacco basket, but that's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and work with it the way it is and loop that side underneath there. And I'm just going to kind of play with it a little bit and get it the way I want it. I'm going to kind of twist those together slightly so they look like they're tying the florals together, and play with it, arrange it a little bit, and voila, there you go. So now this is where I'm going to take some other florals that I have, and I'm going to gather them up and play with them and figure out how I want to put them in this arrangement. One note, this is sideways right now. It's going to be vertical when it's done. At this point, I'm going to take some other florals that I have, like I just told you, and I have some white and some yellow, and I also have some peach. And so I'm going to just play around a little bit and figure out where I want the florals to go, and if I want all three or if I just want the extra two. As you can see, I'm tucking this white one in, and then I'll be tucking in this yellow one up here. And so far I'm liking the way this looks. Having a little trouble with that one. There we go. And so I'm just kind of filling it out, making it a little fuller than the original arrangement that I had on there. And I'm tucking another white one in here at the bottom. And I'll be tucking in another yellow one also. And I want to try to make sure you can still see the beads in the middle. That's part of what I'm doing there, is I don't want to obstruct the view too much of some of the other items that I have. So I like how this looks, and I'm trying to make it so you can still see the beads. I like how this looks, but I'm not sure if it's still lacking, if I need another color or not. So I'm going to take the peach flowers that I also have, and I'm going to be adding those on also. And here's one right here. So I'm just going to tuck that right there. And I like that. I think I like that. And I think it's just what it needed. And I'll be adding this one in here too, as you can see. There. So now I'm adding a ribbon, and I've tried different ways with this ribbon, and I decided that I really just needed to string it along the back. I felt that worked best for the visual that I wanted. So I'm just going to take the ribbon and I'm going to pull it up from around the back. I'm not going to put it through any loops or anything like that. I'm just going to pull it up and I'm going to tie a knot. As you can see, I'm not the best bow maker in the world, so I'm trying to do this patiently. And I'm going to hold it there, and then I'm going to make the loop underneath, and I want to make sure my satin part is showing. And the idea here is I want my bows to both be on top and not one on the bottom and one on the top. So now I'm going to bring that around like you see, and I'm going to bring it around the front. And then after I bring it around the front, I'm going to pull it behind and knot it through the back. And that way I have two satin bows sitting on the top part, and then the tails are on the bottom. And that's exactly how I want it. And you can see the satin part is showing. And I'm just going to arrange it a little bit, see the way I like it. And then I will be trimming the ribbon. That's the next thing I will be doing. So now I'm just taking my scissors and I'm going to fold my ribbon in half. I'm going to decide where I want to cut it off, and I'm just going to cut it at a slant to give it a nice finished look. And then I'm going to take my other side and I'm going to make sure they're the same length. And I'm going to do the exact same thing with the other side, folding it and taking my scissors. I'm just going to, a little awkward there, cut it so that I have two nicely finished tails to my bow. And I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out. And I can see my beads. And I'm going to turn it around and kind of give you a little bit of a look of how it looks. It's going to be vertical, so it's going to look like that. I'm trying to kind of show you how I have styled it. Here is a better visual of how it actually looks when it's finished. I also have some still photos I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to show you a couple places that I hung it up. Here I've taken it and hung it in my powder room, and that's where I currently have it. It's giving it a little bit of a spring touch. There's no windows in there, so there's no light coming in or anything, but that's how it looks. And I have a couple pictures here. I also put it on my mantle in my family room. So I'm going to show you right now. There's a still picture of it in the powder room, and that's how it looks finished. And then here is a still of it on my mantle. Remember, this video is part of the DIY Mommy's Spring DIY and Decor Challenge, and so be sure to check out the other videos that are on the playlist that I will have linked below. And remember to comment whether you like the mantle or the powder room better. I'd be curious to know. And I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my video today, and I really hope that you all have a great week. Thank you for watching. Until next time, we'll see ya.